Good day, everybody. This is Darren the Devil. Welcome back to my channel, Devilish Scents. To all my viewers and subscribers, welcome back. If this is your first time here, thanks for coming by and visiting my channel. If you like what you see, please subscribe. And if you comment, I will always reply. So, it is the 10-year anniversary of Smellbent. I just did a review on their bad guy, in which I went over their history. They did establish in July 9th of 2009, and on their 10-year anniversary, they did release a new scent, which I'm not reviewing today, but it is called 10, so check that out. And I will post my last video of bad guy down in the description, so you can check that out. That goes over their history and more about Brent Leonesio, the owner and perfumer of the brand. But Brent, I would like to thank. He did send me these 4 ml samples, or travel size samples, I should say. They are perfect for traveling. And awesome. He did watch the video and send me the samples that I was wanting to try out, which was Hungry Hungry Hippies and 1993, which is based off of Hocus Pocus. Beautiful. Awesome. And then he also sent me 1997. So, yeah, very cool picture on that one. So, 2 of these are from the Frankensmellies collection, which is 1997 and 1993. They both launched in 2018. This was launched in the winter of 2018, and 1997 was launched in the winter of 2018, and 1993 was launched in Halloween of 2018, which is now discontinued, but you can find these 2 on their website. This one, Hungry Hungry Hippies, was released in 2009, the year that they were produced, or launched, I guess. And this one is a staple for their company. You can always get this on their website. And I did receive this with the package, which I thought was kind of creepy and cool at the same time. Enjoy your smellies! Okay. And I thought it was fitting to put a pumpkin in here. Just kind of felt like it. You know, we're getting close to Halloween. So, let's go over 1997 first, which is this one. So, as I said, launched in the winter of 2018, part of their Frankensmelly collection. And this is, their fun fact said this was their first winter in Arizona, or the winter in the desert. You can find both of these, the Hungry Hungry Hippies in 1997, a 50 ml for $60. I didn't look at their sample sizes, but you can get samples of most of their fragrances as well. Anyway, so what I'll go over is the notes, and then I'll tell you what I get. So, notes of 1997 is Palo Santo mingled with amber, dry resins, white fir, and bitter orange. Now, I wasn't familiar with the scent of Palo Santo, but apparently it's like a citrusy, woodsy scent. Some people say it reminds them of Pine Sol. Hey, bud. Anyway, so this one, it does have a very big citrus opening for me, and it is like a piney type citrusy scent. I wouldn't say Pine Sol exactly. It's not that astringent, but it's kind of soapy, fresh, and very beautiful. I love it. And when you first spray it on, the pininess does have like a creaminess, and I'm guessing that's with the mingled with amber, and I'm guessing that's ambergris because it is like a creamy pine. And it does last a good 6 to 7 hours. All 3 of these are EDT concentrations. So, and when you do get to the dry down, the citrus kind of mellows out, and then you're just left with beautiful evergreen pine, and it kind of reminds me of going out to in the Washington when it's nice and crisp outside. This is going to work great almost any time of year as well. Also, if you're I would say all three of these are easily unisex, which I love about Smell Bent, and they have kind of a funness about them. So that was that. Let me get to 1993, based off of Hocus Pocus. This one is great. They did launch this for the 25th anniversary of Hocus Pocus. In a nutshell, this is Halloween night, what they say on their website. Now, the notes on this one is a cauldron of black pepper, sparkling root beer, rich chocolate, flaked coconut, blood cedar, and red patchouli. So, this one, when I sprayed it on, it's not very much black pepper, but it has beautiful, very sparkly root beer, prominent, but it does have a spiciness to that root beer. Like, it's just very carbonated root beer. And that's what I get pretty much throughout the whole scent. You do get little whiffs of some of that chocolate, and then in the dry down, it does get a little bit of woodsy and earthy from the patchouli. But 1993, it lasts a good 6-7 hours as well. And it just reminds me of Halloween. I will definitely be wearing this in the wintertime if I want to just feel fun, bring that, kind of, it just brings like a sweetness, and it makes me feel comforting when I wear it. So definitely, this is one of my favorites, 1993. Now, last but certainly not least, let's get to Hungry Hungry Hippies. Now, this one is definitely close second, as in favorites. I'm definitely having a hard time picking between all three of these. All three are great. I do want to pick up all three bottles and check out 10 as well, because that sounds interesting, and it is a limited edition, so I would say pick it up while you can. Anyway, Hungry Hungry Hippies. This is part of their classic characters collection, and in a nutshell, it's pot brownies and patchouli. So I am very familiar with the smell of marijuana. I was Rastafarian for a while, had dreadlocks, and followed it very religiously. And I've also was medical. I live in the state of Washington, and I've grown it. I've just been around all forms, especially edibles. So I'm very familiar with the scent of marijuana, and I am still looking for a scent that has that real marijuana scent to it. This has marijuana-ish scent, but it's not really marijuana or edible marijuana, I would say, the real scent that you get from edibles. And, especially if you're using cannabis butter, because that kind of has its own scent of its own. But this one, it does a good job of kind of reminiscing that scent. It's kind of a green scent, but let me get to the notes real fast. Freshly baked pot brownies dusted with cassia over an earthy dose of finely aged patchouli. So this one just remind me of an aphrodisiac juice, pretty much. It's very sexy, kind of sensual, especially the patchouli in there. I did want to mention in the last one as well, which I didn't, has a very sexy patchouli as well in 1993. But yeah, this one I would say has the sexiest of the patchouli. That finely aged patchouli just is amazing in the dry down. Probably my favorite dry down as well, the most interesting. But yeah, everything in here, the rich chocolate, very, very rich, beautiful fudgy brownie chocolate, just amazing. I love that chocolate note in there. And the cassia, which is Chinese cinnamon, also an aphrodisiac, along with chocolate and fudge, aphrodisiac. Chinese cinnamon is an aphrodisiac, and you get little hints of not a spice, but definitely sweetness of the cinnamon on top of that fudge in the brownie chocolate. Just beautiful. And definitely the patchouli in there is an aphrodisiac as well, and very sexy in the dry down, and that dry down will last a long time, that patchouli on there. So I would say on skin, this projects about 2 to 3 hours, and it will, this lasted the longest, I would say 7 to 8 hours on my skin, but that patchouli dry down lasts a long time if you spray it on clothes. Like, I sprayed it on a shirt, and about a day later, I smelled that patchouli on there before I threw it into the laundry. So, wow. Anyway, yeah, definitely one of my favorites as well, Hungry Hungry Hippies. So I did want to do this for their 10th anniversary. Happy birthday Smellbent. Birthday. Happy birthday Smellbent. And thank you, Brent Leonesio, for these samples. And I will be getting that 10, bud. I will be getting that 10. So, yeah, and thanks again for watching. I would definitely check out all 3 of these and all of the Smellbent. They're very fun and have great scents to them as well. So sorry about the long video, guys, but Smellbent is definitely worth it. So, I'll see you guys in the next video, and thanks for watching Darren the Devil with Devilish Scents.